Hello students, good day all. Today the continuation of oscillations. In this we are going to learn circular motion and the relation between the circular motion and the SHM, velocity in SHM, acceleration in SHM, and the phase relation between the displacement, velocity and the acceleration. One by one, let us see elaborately, children. Yes, uniform circular motion and the SHM. The simple harmonic motion, how it is related with the uniform circular motion, right? See, actually, see the diagram. Observe this diagram. Through the diagram, you may understand that, see, we are having a particle of P which is moving along a circle, right? This particle P which is moving along a circle, and the radius which we have taken A, right? And with the uniform angular velocity which is omega. Now, you can take N be the foot of the perpendicular drawn from the point P, right? So, now the diameter we have taken, that is x dash, then the N which is called the projection of P, right? So, N we can call it as the projection of P, that is of the diameter of x dash. So, as P, which suppose moves along the circle from x to y, then it comes from y to x dash, then x dash to y dash, and again it comes from y dash to x. Now, the N moves from x to O, right? Then O to x dash, then x dash to O, then O to x. So, thus we can say as P revolves along the circumference of the circle, and N moves to and fro to the point, right? To and fro point about O. So, along the diameter we have taken, that is x. That means x dash, that name you can name it. So, this motion of N about O, that's said to be simple harmonic motion. That motion is what? To and fro motion. So, this is a simple harmonic motion. So, from this we can say the simple harmonic motion, the projection of the uniform circular motion upon a diameter of a circle. Here the particle P, which we have taken as a reference point, or this is a generating point for that, right? So, the circle which is along the particle P, which we can call it as circle of reference. So, velocity in simple harmonic motion. See the diagram, children. Here we have the particle P, which is moving with the uniform angular speed of omega, right? And the radius we have taken A, right? So, its velocity vector V dash, which is directed along the tangent. See, this is the V dash. It is directed along the tangent, right? And the magnitude of the velocity vector, we have taken here V, which is equal to, what is the formula? Angular velocity into radius. So, that omega A. Now, we can draw PP dash and QQ dash, these perpendicular lines to the diameter x dash, right? So, we have taken this as x dash, okay? So, this one is O. So, this is the point of x dash. So, this we have drawn, right? Now, Vt, that V of t that we have taken as the velocity of the particle, that is P dash at any instant t. Then the V of t, then we know that from the before we have explained about how the circular motion and the SHM is related to that. By that, from this we can take V of t, that is equal to the projection of the velocity V of the reference point and the reference particle which we have taken P. So that from this diagram we have taken the projection of the velocity of V of the reference particle P, here P dash Q dash, that we can take it is equivalent to that PQ, is it right? So PQ, which is equal to minus of V sine the theta, we can take it here omega t plus phi naught. So omega t plus phi naught sine of we have taken this minus v. This minus sign which indicates only the velocity of p, that is in the direction. See the direction of p dash. This direction of p dash is towards left. So that only we have taken this negative sign. Right? Now take this of v of t value which is equal to minus omega a, because v which is equal to omega a. So instead of that v, we have substitute here minus of omega a and root of 1 minus cos square sin theta which is equal to 1 minus cos theta. So root of 1 minus cos square omega t plus phi naught we have taken. By applying the value, we will get minus omega a root of 1 minus x square by a square. So that here v of a which is equal to, v of t which is equal to minus omega root of a square minus x square. Understand, children? So acceleration of a particle in SHM. Here, if people have understood velocity means, it is very easy to understand that about acceleration. Notice the diagram. You are seeing the same way, like p is the particle which is moving with the uniform angular speed omega in a circle of radius a. Now, the particle has centripetal acceleration of AC. The acceleration, which is the centripetal acceleration of AC, which is acting radially outward. Okay, this radially towards the center, children. Radially, which is towards the center. This is for that we have a represent for the angular speed omega. This is angular speed omega. And this one is towards center C. Right. Now, the magnitude of this acceleration AC, that is, that acceleration which is equal to omega square A. The second order of the velocity. So that omega square A will come. Now, you can draw PP dash and QQ dash, two perpendiculars to the diameter of XX dash. Right. So, the motion of P dash is a simple harmonic motion. Right? That is the to and fro motion, this P dash. P dash will be to and fro motion. Right? So, it's clear that you can understand the instantaneous acceleration of the particle will execute simple harmonic motion. Right? Now, A of t which is equal to what then? The acceleration of the particle P dash at any instant of t. Then, the projection of the acceleration AC of the reference point P dash, which is P dash Q dash, so that is equal to minus of AC cos omega t plus phi naught. Then, A of t which is equal to minus omega square A cos omega t plus phi naught. Then you will get A of t which is equal to what it will come? Omega square minus omega square x. So this shows that the acceleration of the particle in SHM, which is proportional to the displacement from the mean position, and it acts opposite direction. Right? It is opposite. Acts opposite direction of the displacement. Right, children? Now, the phase relationship between the displacement, velocity and the acceleration. As we know that x of t, the displacement which is equal to a cos omega t. Now for the velocity v of t which is equal to d by dt of x. So that the d by dt of x which is equal to minus omega a sin omega t. By differentiating this a cos omega t, we will get minus omega a sin omega t. Now omega a which is equal to cos omega t plus pi by 2. Now for the acceleration, the same way we have taken this displacement, then acceleration which is equal to second order, so that a of t which is equal to dv by dt or d square x by dt, right? So that we will get minus omega square a cos omega t. So that we are getting here omega square a cos omega t pi. Right. Now, see the diagram and you are seeing that we are using this relation, what we have seen, this relation of velocity and acceleration. We are determining the values of displacement, velocity and the acceleration at various instants for one cycle. See, time t which is equal to, they have given for the pace angle omega t which is equal to what? 2 pi by t into t, or you can say 2 pi t by capital T. That is for, if suppose you have taken in the 0, for 0 and t by 4 and t by 2, 3t by 4 and the t. For this, if you have drawn this, the curve, observe this curve, the curve which is for xt and vt and for acceleration with time. So the three different curves which we have for the simple harmonic motion, with the diagrammatical, that one complete cycle, for that you can compare this, right? For the displacement, see x of t which is called plus a, maximum it will go, then it will go to 0, then t4 it will come to 0, then it is minus a for t by 2, and again 3t by 4 for that value will reach in the curve, observing the curve. So it is 0, then plus a will be maximum. So you have to compare the tabular column with the graph. So this is for one complete cycle. We have illustrated the graph, right? So this is the pace relation between the displacement, velocity and the acceleration.